Is leadership involved with your root cause analyses? We often find when we start a root cause analysis, it's as important to have your leadership team on board with that. Otherwise, it can cause frustrations and issues when you don't have the proper support. So today, we're going to talk about 4 different things that are important that we feel that leadership should be involved with whenever you do a root cause analysis. First of all, your root cause analysis should be a structured process. And that really helps your leadership team better understand what to expect and what kinds of things are going to happen whenever you do a root cause analysis. The structure allows you to be a little bit more deliberate in how you're going to progress through the root cause analysis. It allows you to prevent having your own personal biases inserted. It forces you to look at other things that you may not have looked at. Sometimes we think of like a 5 why investigation as a structured process, but let me give you an example of how that really doesn't work well. A typical 5 why investigation might be something like, hey, our car broke down, and you do your first 5 why. Well, why did it break down? Well, because the engine locked up. Well, why did the engine lock up? Well, we didn't have any oil in it. Well, why didn't we have any oil in it? Well, it's because nobody checked the oil. Well, why did no one check the oil? Well, because we just ignored all the signs that may have led us to think there's a problem here. So why did we ignore the signs? Well, the signs weren't big enough and didn't remind us enough to take a look and see if the oil is required or not. So what's our corrective action? Make a bigger sign. And I'm thinking, that's just not really a structured process. That is just a series of questions that are only going to go in the direction that you, as an investigator, probably were already going to go in the first place. So when we're talking about structure, we're talking about something that's going to guide you to get beyond how you would normally do an investigation. And your leadership team should understand how Taproot fits in and what this structure looks like. So this is one of the first things we think that leadership should understand, is that the RCA process should be a structured process. Now, to go along with that structure, your root cause analysis should really be based on human performance research. And this kind of goes back a little bit to what I just mentioned, is it's not just the structure, it's the structure that is forcing you as an investigator to look at all the things that could cause a person, a human, to make an error. And because most of us aren't human performance experts and have years of training in this, we just don't know where to go without having a human performance-based system with a lot of structure to it. So again, your leadership team should understand that not only is it a structured process that you should be following, but it should be based on human performance research. It should be based on how humans operate and how humans respond to the environment. And if you're not an expert in that and your leadership team is not an expert in that, these are going to be missed during your investigations. To go along with that, of course, while we do want structure, we do want it to be human performance based, it's also got to be easy to use. It doesn't help to have something that you're going to have to call some external root cause analysis expert in to go do your investigations. Not very helpful at all. It's got to be easy enough to use so that your investigators and your leadership team can follow along and perform the investigations themselves. It's just like any other system, any other thing that you might use at your company. You can buy really cheap stuff, but you're probably going to end up with cheap results. So you want to make sure that you have a robust yet easy to use system to take care of your root cause analysis. And again, your leadership team needs to understand this. They need to understand that the structure, the human performance research, and the ease of use is all part of the investigation process. So the fourth thing that we feel that your leadership team needs to be aware of when you do these root cause analyses is that the system needs to be blame-free sometimes. I would say more that we don't want to focus on the errors themselves. None of us come to work planning on making mistakes. We all have reasons that we make errors. We don't have people that are dumb people at our companies, right? I mean, we have a hiring process in place to make sure that the employees that we bring on board are trained and they're competent and they're able to do the tasks they're being hired for. So when somebody makes a mistake, it's very rare that it's because they are unable to do that task. And I know I'm going to hear comments on, well, every now and then we get people who just can't do it. Well, if you really want to know, I feel that's a failure of your hiring process. But in general, all of us come to work planning on doing a good job. So why do we make these kind of errors? This is really where the root cause analysis system needs to really kick in. It needs to get beyond just people making mistakes. You probably remember the Wells Fargo company was, I can't remember how many hundreds of millions or whatever it was they were fined. They had employees that were basically signing up their customers for accounts they didn't really have. They were giving PIN numbers. They were moving money between accounts. And the reason they were doing that is because the management team had these unrealistic expectations put on their salespeople. Some of those places had a requirement to sell 20 of these services to their customers every day. They had to sell 20 of these things. And it became such an issue as each salesperson at the Wells Fargo organization felt so much pressure to get these done that they just started doing things that were not okay. They were signing people up for accounts that really weren't there. They were putting insurance on some of these accounts that they're not supposed to do, all without the customers knowing about it. And I guess we could say, well, we hired a whole bunch of bad people at Wells Fargo. They're all bad people, fire them all. But there's really other stuff here, right? It was management having unrealistic expectations. It was management not monitoring to make sure these things didn't happen. It was management encouraging these kind of operations where management pretty much just turned a blind eye to it. Many in management knew this was happening and just pretty much said it's okay. Didn't say those words, but accepted it as the normal way of doing business. So when we do a root cause analysis on something like that, where employees come in and they do things that are obviously not right, there's reasons they make these decisions. And our root cause analysis process needs to get beyond blame. Because if I fire all those people at Wells Fargo, if we don't fix the reasons they made those bad decisions, it's just going to happen again as we bring new people in. So these are the things that we should be looking at our companies, and especially at our leadership teams, for them to understand why we do root cause analyses, how the root cause analysis is supposed to be done, and the expected results from our root cause analysis. So I think these 4 items that we had mentioned are really key pieces of information. These are key attributes that your leadership team should be aware of anytime that they do a root cause analysis, anytime you do a root cause analysis. So they have firm expectations and reasonable expectations from the results. Okay, so with these 4 attributes that we just talked about, how do we apply that? Well, I'll tell you that Taproot does that for you. Taproot is designed to be easy to use. It's human performance based. It's not designed to look for blame. It's very structured for your investigators. So I recommend that you take a look at Taproot and see how it guides your investigators to the right root causes as you work through. If you have questions about how it would work and how this would apply to your company, give us a call. We are more than happy to have a discussion with you and talk about different ways of maybe implementing a root cause analysis. We're happy to discuss with you how to introduce this to your leadership team and do maybe a demonstration where we can do a 1-hour demo and show your team how to do it. We obviously have courses and things that you can take a look at, but I encourage you to look at all the different information that we provide, and we are more than happy to talk to you and come up with a good plan for you and your team. Thanks.